Good morning, welcome to Furry and Spoilt. Today I'm going to talk to you about dog food and the ingredients in it. Now, I wasn't planning on doing a video. Well, I've already done a video today, but I just saw something and I just thought I have to talk about this. I have to. So, I'm always going on about dog food, and if you feed your dog a bad food, then it causes all sorts of problems. And very close to my heart is hot spots and itchy skin. So I'm always going on about the importance of knowing what's ingredients and in the dog's ingredients. But this is where it gets really hard for you, because you've got companies, now I'm not going to mention them for obvious reasons, but you've got companies describing their dog food, and I'm going to read out the description for you like this. So this particular company that I'm looking at, they're describing their dog food as, in capital letters, made with real beef. For a taste your dog will love without any added sugar, high fructose corn syrup or artificial flavours. Yeah, you'd look at that, you'd think, great. I'm actually not a massive fan of feeding dogs beef, but let's forget about that for the moment. Made with real beef, yeah, you would think that's cracking, that's great, that's lovely. There's no sugar in there, there's no fructose in there, or there's no artificial flavours. Great, that's great for your dog. Nobody would blame you for not thinking that that's a great thing. Made blah, 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 with the finest ingredients from around the world in facilities committed to blah blah blah. So that's fine. So that's how they're advertising it. So that's fine. Yeah, you'd think that's great. No sugars, no thing. Made with real beef. Great. When you go to the actual ingredients, it's actually made the first ingredients, that's the highest ingredients, animal derivatives, 36%. Animal derivatives, not like they just said, made with real beef, made with this. It's animal derivatives. Animal derivatives are the feet and the neck and the beak and the hooves of the animal and all the bits of the animal that aren't the meat. So anything that isn't meat is meat derivatives. And they've got that at 36%. So you're not getting any beef, you're getting the derivatives. And the thing that made me laugh is, further down, it says derivatives of vegetable origin. How can you even have a derivative of a vegetable? So it's not even, I don't know what that, the root, I don't even know, the soil that the vegetable grew in. I mean, what? The spare bit of the, it's not even the vegetable, it's just the spare derivatives bit of it. So derivatives is just, the spare bits that you can't really eat or do anything with. So it's not even real vegetables. And yet they are talking about that. If I just go back to the actual video, the actual description here, made with real beef, with a taste your dog will love without any added sugar, high fructose, corn syrup or artificial flavours. Nobody would blame you for not thinking that was a good thing to feed your dog. But when you actually look at it, animal derivatives. I've done a really detailed video on how to understand reading the ingredients of dog food, and I've shown you, and I've got examples of the food that I feed my dogs, the difference between wet food and dry food, and then I haven't shown any poor examples for obvious reasons, but you can look at them when you're out and about doing your shopping and for your dogs. You can look at them and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But what really drives me crazy about is that how misleading it is, and how easy it would be for you to look at that and think, oh, that's good dog food, when it's shockingly bad for your dog. Like, shockingly bad. I mean, you're not giving your dog any meat at all. You're not even giving them vegetables. You're just giving them the derivatives of the vegetables. So there's absolutely nothing good in that. Nothing at all good in that dog food. Something I do just want to address is that to feed your dog a dog food like I do, which is like 85% chicken and then the rest is vegetables and minerals. And again, it's all, I'll put the video at the end. It's all in there. It does cost more. It does cost more money. There's no question about that. But if I had the option, so supposing I didn't have any money and I had to feed my dogs, and I had the option, I would not feed them a dog food with animal derivatives, no meat in it at all. What I would do is I would buy the more expensive food that's got a good quality amount of meat in it, and then in the evening I would feed them something, maybe just some vegetables mixed in with a bit of egg, something like that. I would never feed my dog a dog food that's just derivatives. And the other thing with this is, if I just go to here, this dog food that I'm talking about is also got sufficient water for processing, meat byproducts, then it's got wheat flour, and a whole load of cereals. And again, that video that I'm going to add to the bottom of it, I explained to you about cereals and oats and barley. They're so bad for dogs, and these food companies use them to fill up the food. So you think that dog food there got 36% of feet and beaks and all of that. They've got to fill that up with something, and they do. They fill it up with cereals. And cereals are really bad for your dog. A dog shouldn't be eating cereals and oats and all of that. They shouldn't be eating that. So that's what I would do, is get an expensive food, maybe feed them that in the morning, or not an expensive food, but a better quality food. And then in the evening, maybe just, some vegetables, a bit of egg, something like that. Ideally, that's not ideal at all. Ideally, you want to be feeding them both of their meals a good quality food. But I completely understand that there are some of you out there who love your dogs dearly, but maybe times are tough. So I just wanted to talk about it, and I talk about it a lot on this channel, but I came across this, and I thought, if you've just bought a dog, or even if you haven't just bought a dog, you need to know how misleading these ingredients are, and you need to actually look at the ingredients and see what's actually in it. And I will attach that video. It'll pop up in here in a minute, and just click on it and go and read. And I talk to you about how to understand the ingredients on the back of a dog food. It's actually called composition. That's what you actually want to read. And I show it to you, and you can see there how to understand it and to really know what you're feeding your dog, because you can't trust these dog food companies. The rubbish they're telling you about what's in their dog food is just lies, straight out lies. And what you're actually feeding them is harmful. If you have got any questions, or if there's a dog food that you perhaps are looking at feeding your dog and you're not sure about the composition, please contact me. I will help you with it. I'll look at it for you, and I'll help you with it. But please be so aware of this, because it's really, really bad. Really, really bad. I mean, that would have been bad enough if it was just 30% meat. It wouldn't have been terrible, but it couldn't have been so bad. But meat derivatives, it wasn't even meat, it was meat derivatives. So, and that was a wet food, and that's the thing. Wet food is 1,000,000 times better than dry food. Dry food gets even worse. It's shockingly bad. So, that was really the worst of the worst as wet food goes. Anyway, so, you know how it all works. Instagram, Twitter, all the places. Subscribe, all the business, you know what to do. And if you've got any questions at all, get hold of me and just ask me, and I'll help you. Have a good one. Bye.